This is Calvin Castine. It's October 6, 1999, and we're at Northeastern Clinton Central School for CVAC varsity girls soccer. And the first thing we want to do is thank a few local businesses for their support. Monette's Furniture, corner of 11 and 22 in beautiful downtown Moores. We want to thank them for their support of local programming, along with Pine Tree Homes on Route 11 in Moores. So in Moores, we want to thank Monette's and Pine Tree Homes. Over in the Rouse's Point, we want to thank Heads Up Hair Care at 103 Lake Street, and the folks at Sandy's Deli at corner of Chapman and Lake. So Sandy's Deli and Heads Up Hair Care in Rouse's Point. And I believe Mike Fay will be here in just a moment.
Hello, this is Mike Fay with Calvin Castine, and we're at Northeastern Clinton Central School for CVAC girls varsity soccer action between the visiting Saranac Chiefs and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. For Saranac, number 1, Alex Brown. Number 2, Missy Kennedy. Number 3, Tara Legree. Number 4, Jessica DeReeder. Number 5, Jordy Wood. Number 8, Erica Johnson. Number 9, Erin Pangborn. Number 10, Katie Weinberg. Number 11, Caravan. Number 12, Jen Cargo. Number 13, Stephanie Risley. Number 15, Jessica Howard. Number 16, Michelle Carbara. Number 17, Nicole Samoska. Number 18, Jessica Mattoon. 19, Christy Rabideau. Number 20, Sarah Brown. Number 21, Heidi Freeman. And in goal, Erica Johnson. The Chiefs are coached by Mary Lopitampo, Mel DeFayette, and Nikki Hoffman. For Northeastern, number 1, Megan Casey. Number 2, Trish Gooley. Number 3, Elise LaFountain. Number 4, Ashley Walter. Number 5, Ashley Birch. Number 6, Lauren Kavanaugh. 7, Brenda Bailey. 8, Haley Desereau. Number 10, Margie Fay. Number 12, Christy Favreau. 13, Brandy Bowman. 14, Brenda Sample. 21, Rachel Dutil. 22, Gina Brassert. Number 23, Debbie Trombley. 24, Amanda Clark. 25, Anna Boardman. And in goal for the Cougars with, is it 9 or 10? 10 shutouts this year is Chantel Cardan. Cougars are coached by Josie Gilroy, assisted by Rob Francis and Sarah Dupuy. Referees for tonight's contest, Tim Sheehan and Barry Norton. Cougars just on a tear through the CVAC. They are 9-0, undefeated, 9-0 starting the second half of the season, and 11-0 overall. And even more impressive than being undefeated is their defensive record. Their defensive record. They've given up 1 goal so far this year. 1 goal, and that was to AuSable. All the other teams they faced, they shut out. So an amazing defensive effort on the part of Cardan, the goalie. And, of course, the goalie is nothing without the defense. Haley Desereau, Amanda Clark, Debbie Trombley, and Ashley Burtz. So that shutout is kind of a shared glory, if you will.
Here you go.
The last time these two teams faced in Saranac, I believe, was a 4-0 victory for Northeastern. LaFountain up in through the center, stopped by Mattoon. Sample gets it back, goes far side for Walter. Too far out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Saranac. Northeastern has scored 33 goals so far this year, and as I said, they've only given up 1. And that was to a team, the AuSable Patriots. And AuSable averages somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 6 goals a game, so quite an accomplishment. Off the drop ball, picked up by Brown down the far side. Cut through into the center, too far for the offense, and Trombley is the only one there. She should be able to put it up the field, and does. Up for Sample. Little hand contact. And Mattoon is called for the hold, and it'll be Northeastern direct kick.
Get to this ball, Cougars!
Trombley miss kicks. It goes across to Walter. Now Sample. Sample heels to Walter. Walter with the shot that's wide, and a goal kick for the Chiefs. Goal kick stopped by Desero. Desero has Casey, tries to push a little pass to her, but it's too soft, and it's intercepted by Brown. Brown on the wing. Some speed on the wing with Brown. Brown tries to turn it, but it goes inside the box, and Cardan makes the easy stop. Walter on the far side doing battle with Weinberg. Walter controlling, but loses it too far in front of her. Out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Saranac. 34-53 remaining early in this first half. Burtz tries to control, out of bounds, and the Chiefs will do it again. Headed into the center. LaFountain is there. A little punch pass to Desero. Desero tries to get it back, and off a deflection does to LaFountain. LaFountain switches fields, comes across for Dutil. Dutil trying to get inside the box, and does. She wants to get a cross off, and Johnson is there to just kind of scooch out in front of Walter and pick up the ball.
Do it again, Cougars!
Now Kavanaugh
Good job, Jordan.
off a deflection. It goes to Brown. That's Alex Brown, taken back by LaFountain. LaFountain cuts it back and then pushes one up for Walter. Walter can't control. Cleared by Weinberg, and now off a deflection it goes to Brown. Alex Brown to the outside. That's Sarah Brown on the outside. Sarah, she was playing on the near side here, and either Saranac is switching up their offense, or they put in some subs. I didn't notice which. Sometimes that's a good play to try and confuse the defense. If a fullback is looking for a certain number and then finds that number playing on the opposite side of the field, it could be a little confusing, even just for a split second, and give a wing enough time to make a break down the side. Very chilly here tonight at Northeastern. Temperatures dropped considerably. It's clear and cold, and obviously you're going to see some of that, maybe some foul throws, throws not quite as far as normal. Miskicked by Trombley. She recovers. Brown intercepts. Now Desero on the near side. Tries to cut it back to Casey, and does. Casey pushes up for Dutil, but it's intercepted by Friedman. Now LaFountain with a nice job to intercept, but stopped by Weinberg. That wasn't Weinberg, sorry, that was Garbera. Now Sample. Pushed deeper by the Chiefs, but finally cleared. Now Casey goes outside, a nice pass for Dutil. Dutil tries to cross. That could have been a handball. Not called, but it'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. Off Jen Cargo.
Be moving, Cougars!
Fountain with the corner, out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Chiefs. Sample has an opportunity, tries to get it across to LaFountain. LaFountain with the shot, and it goes off the inside of her foot and well wide for an. On the far side, Kavanaugh can't control, and Weinberg does down the wing. Chiefs, Brown comes away with it, goes outside for Brown. Broken up by Clark, out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Chiefs. Almost 10 minutes gone, a pretty evenly played game so far.
Go Red, make it count!
Kavanaugh keeps it going up the wing, but it's stopped by Garbera. Chiefs with a corner kick here. And it's a good one right into the center. Nobody can get there. Finally hit it. And it's in the net. Northeastern players just stopped. The Cougars give up their second goal of the season on a horrible defensive play. That corner kick came across and bounced right at the 6-yard line, and Northeastern players just stood there and allowed the Chiefs to hit the ball twice. And finally it just rolled by Carnahan, who apparently didn't see it.
Keep it up, Red! Keep the pressure on! What happened?
Well, we knew it was going to eventually end, but Northeastern Clinton obviously will not get a shutout tonight because the Saranac Chiefs, Legree from Howard at the 30-25 mark makes it 1-0 Saranac. And on a play that very, very confusing, a good and excellent corner kick came across in midair to the 6-yard line. But Northeastern players seemed to just stand around and wait for somebody else to take the initiative, and Saranac didn't give them time. The Chiefs had time to head the ball, kick the ball, and the Northeastern players did not react at all. And the ball just slowly rolled past Carna into the corner. And I think a wake-up call for Northeastern with Dutil wide open on the near side here, crossed behind all the players. Casey gets there and chips in a weak shot, and Johnson makes the stop. This will definitely give the Chiefs a head of steam, knowing that they've scored on the front runners, an undefeated Northeastern Clinton squad. Chiefs playing very, very well. And here they come again. Brown on the far side takes a shot from distance, and it's well wide. It'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. So the Lady Cougars get a big time wake-up call, knowing that their first place status in Division I is not going to win them any games. They've got to do it here on the field. And here come the Chiefs. Dutil with a nice play to get the ball back again. She'll cross it and does. And it's right in on Johnson, who made the stop but lost the rebound. And right before, I think that's Walter, right before Walter could pick it up and fire it on net, Johnson secures the ball. Northeastern made some substitutions. Margie Fay on the far side. It looks like Brandy Bowman on the near side here, halfback.
No, she's shivering. She's got the ball over her head. She just threw it. Sarah missed it. And White kicked it back.
Down the wing, it stays in bounds. First player there is Freeman, and she'll let it roll out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for for Saranac.
And there it goes. That's all you can see.
Punched out. Teams just trading kicks, and here they come again. Here comes Brown on the near side, taken back by Desero. Brown gets it right back again, and the Chiefs are on a mission. Grabbed by Wood and pushed to the far side for Weinberg. Weinberg too far out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. 26 minutes remaining in the first. It's 1-0 Saranac, and a long throw. Chiefs cover it, and Northeastern will do it again.
Cougars!
This time thrown to Sample, out of bounds, and Northeastern will do it again, marching down the field on throw-ins. inadvertently headed deeper into Saranac zone by their own player, but finally cleared out to the far side. Saranac still in control, out of bounds, and this time Burtz will throw it in. Walter just deflects it past one, but can't get it by the second, and she safely goes out of bounds, and it'll be another throw-in for Lady Cougars. A long throw-in again. Northeastern unable to take control, and here come the Chiefs again. Brown falls down. Burtz comes away with it into the center for LaFountain. Sample heels back to herself, but covered quickly by Wood, who clears to the far side. Pass up intended for Howard. And out of bounds.
It was Mary, you can tell.
Cargo punches up on the far side. And here come the Chiefs again. Trombley gets there just in time to punch it deep into Saranac territory. Walter is there. Walter with some speed gets by, finally crosses over for Sample, but it's behind her. Bowman gets there, punches in, but it's taken by the Chiefs defense. Now Sample on the near side. Sample double team. Somebody has to be open underneath. Out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. Sample, a nice kick that Trombley punches over top of the net. Desero can't control, and the Chiefs will do it again. Desero chips into the center, and it's picked up by Brown. Now Burtz. Burtz playing on the near side here, or at least she's wandered over to this near side. Headed by Sample, but Cargo is there. Or rather, that's not Cargo, that is Wood. Finally out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Chiefs. Tuzzed. Howard chips back to Brown. Brown heads it, now Burtz.
Stay with it, Cougars!
Finally out of bounds, and the Chiefs will do it again.
Come on, Cougars, let's go!
Clark is there. Switches fields over for Walter. Walter gets by one. Walter has some room. If she pushes a through pass, she tries for Sample. Sample chips past the defense, in all alone on Johnson. And this is a goal for Brandy Sample. Ashley Walter with the assist.
Way to go, girls!
And the Lady Cougars, just like that, tie it up. Brandy Sample with a pretty goal. Feed from Ashley Walter at the 18:09 mark. Sample from Walter, and it's 1-1. But that goal, although the newspaper is going to say Brandy Sample from Ashley Walter for the 1-1 tie, that goal started way back in Northeastern's defensive zone when Amanda Clark made a beautiful play. She took the ball, had all the Chief players, and matter of fact, most of the Northeastern players on the near side of the field. She took the ball and just kind of nudged it from her right to left. Took the ball, switched it quickly up on the far side to Walter with a nice pass. Walter getting by the first defender, and then put a pretty pass through to Sample, who actually made contact with it and deflected it around, put a little English on the ball, deflected it around Cargo, and went in all alone on Johnson. Johnson had no chance. Johnson came out to cut down the angle and try and make the save, and Sample just simply went right around her and put the ball uncontested into the back of the net. So a pretty play for Northeastern on several points on the field. Ball stays in bounds, and Brown crosses. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern.
Do it! Come on, Cougars, push it!
LaFountain tries to get it to the far side, intercepted by Weinberg. Right back by LaFountain. LaFountain switches fields. A through pass. Cargo staying way back. On the near side. Brassard knocks it out of bounds off Pangborn. Northeastern substitutions. Brassard is in. On the far side, Bowman, or rather Boardman. Trombley easily pushes it up in through the center, but it's stopped by Weinberg. Now Clark. Clark, a through pass for Sample. Cargo is there and just in time to deflect it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for Northeastern.
Set of bounds.
Sample lets it go to Bailey, but Bailey miss kicks. Now Desereau out of bounds off Brown, and it's Northeastern ball.
Come on, Cougars! Push it!
Bailey takes a chance going into the center of the field, and as in many cases loses it. That's one thing that I don't like to see. I don't like to see throw-ins, especially at midfield, going into the center of the field. I'd rather see them go down the wing. If you make a mistake, you have more of a chance to recover and regain control. But if you make a mistake in the center of the field like that, you give the opposition a chance for a quick counterattack. Off the deflection, it comes to Pangborn. Down the wing, Desereau gets there, chips it out of bounds. And at midfield, it'll be Saranac ball. 18-15 remaining in the first. 1-1 is our score. Burtz up for Sample. Sample taken from behind, and it should be Northeastern ball on a direct kick. Trombley chips high. Walter gets there and deflects back for LaFountain. LaFountain tries to turn it and does, but a weak kick that's taken easily by the Saranac defense. Now Desereau to the outside for Dutel, or rather for Brassard. Bailey with a throw in to Brassard. Brassard can't control, and it's cleared out. Up the wing for Brown. Brown switches fields to the far side. Nobody there to receive the pass. And Clark will let it roll out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for Northeastern.
But knowing you're coming, I brought you candy bar.
Down the wing for Boardman. Can't turn it, and it'll be Saranac throwing.
Come on, Cougars!
Excuse me. Chipped into the center. Bailey punches back to Desereau and then gets a return pass up on the wing. Bailey wants to turn it and does. That could have been dangerous, but not called. And the Chiefs in the center of the field again. Brown keeps it going off Burtz. Burtz should give way and does for Trombley. And Sample heads it through, and there's Walter, but it gets too far in front of her, and Johnson with an easy stop. If that ball is about half the speed it was, that could be 2-1 Northeastern. That was a fine play. Burtz, nice little punch over for LaFountain. LaFountain all alone in the center, has time to look and pushes a pass through, but it's too far for Walter. And it'll be a goal kick for the Chiefs. Northeastern substitutions, Rachel Dutel back in, Trish Gooley and Megan Casey also in for Northeastern. Walter on the far side, Cargo stops it. Out of bounds off Cargo, it should be a corner kick for Northeastern.
You want this ball, Cougars? Let's go!
Clark with the corner. It's low and to the outside. Boardman turns it, deflects off the defense. Northeastern trying to get out of each other's way to try and get a shot off, and I think they're going to come out with another corner, and they do. Lady Cougars guilty of bunching up on the inside, and nobody with an opportunity with a decent shot.
Move, Cougars!
Clark will try something different. A little bit higher to the outside. Desereau, first one there. Finally gets the shot off. It's high. And in the net, Haley Desereau makes it 2-1 Northeastern.
Nice shot, Haley!
And Haley Desereau just made it 2-1 Northeastern. Assist from Amanda Clark off a corner kick. Clark's corner kick went over everybody, and Desereau standing about the 18 took the pass, chested it down for control, and then lofted a high shot over Erica Johnson for the 2-1 Northeastern lead. And the Lady Cougars, as I said, they got that wake-up call on the first goal by the Chiefs, and since then have pretty much dominated the game. Alex Brown to the outside. Burtz is able to stop Weinberg, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Saranac throw-in. Now Burtz and Brown go at it, and Burtz punches it out of bounds again.
Clear the ball out, Cougars!
A high shot, and Carnan is there to make the stop. And a low punt out, picked up by Gooley. Desereau on the near side rather, pushes a pass through, but it's too far to the inside, and Cargo clears deep in the Northeastern zone out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern.
Come on, Cougars!
Desereau into the center, stopped by Wood. Off a deflection, it goes to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh can't control. Wood gets it right back again. Back into the center, stopped by Clark. Chiefs putting on the pressure now. They don't want to let this game get too far out of hand. Northeastern taking some of the momentum back after that Saranac goal, scoring twice to give Northeastern a 2-1 lead, but the Chiefs realizing that as powerful as Lady Cougars are, they don't want to give them too much, so they're fighting to get the momentum back and doing very well. Kavanaugh will throw in on the near side, out of bounds, and it'll be Saranac throw in.
Quick, Cougars, get to it. Good job, Alex.
Chiefs down the wing again. Chipped into the center by Brown. Now Clark, too far in front of her. Chiefs get it right back again, and finally shot in by Howard. And Carden with the stop. Headed right back in again. Brown just at the 18. And Burtz gets there, breaks that up. And it should be Northeastern ball, and is. Fay with a long throw-in. Broken up by Cargo into the center. Now Wood dumps in. Wood dumps in again, stolen by LaFountain. LaFountain sees Dutil on this near side, goes up in through the center. Cargo is there. If Dutil can pass it, she miskicked. She had Walter free on the inside. Now Kavanaugh for Walter. Walter nudged from behind. Good defensive play by Mattoon. And this will go out of bounds, and it'll be throw in for Northeastern. And that nudge was a little bit too obvious. The first one was a good defensive play. The second one, not so good, and the call goes against the Chiefs Trombley tries to push a pass through and does for Walter. Walter keeps it going, but it's a weak shot, and Johnson with the easy stop. Good idea if she could have just changed directions a little bit more to the far post. But as it was, that shot was right in on Johnson. Now Brown in the center. Brown still controlling, broken up by Kavanaugh. And the Chiefs miss kick. That's Mattoon. Miss kicks out of bounds.
Come on, Cougar. That's what you're going to get shoved all around out there.
Cargo stops the throw in, chest down for control, and then chips high. Headed further into the center. Burt should get there first and does. Goes to the outside. Intended for Fay. Broken up. And here come the Chiefs again. Clark coming, hustling back. Takes the ball to the outside and goes up the wing for Gooley. Clark again coming away with the ball, but gets too far in front of her, and now Wood dumps in for the Chiefs. Pangborn on the near side, off a deflection. It comes to Dutil. Dutil tries to go down. Cargo is right there to break that up. Cargo playing well for the Chiefs. Chipped into the center where Walter picks up, goes far side for Gooley. I think this will be too far, and is, and it'll be a throw in for the Chiefs.
Come on, Cougars!
Burt's down the wing for Sample. Northeastern subs. Megan Casey back in, Brandis Sample back in, and I think there was another player, but I'll have to catch up with her in a second.
Take the ball back, Cougars!
Sample can't control, and it'll be Northeastern throwing again. And Northeastern will do it again, marching down the field on throw-ins. Casey will throw in with 6:47 remaining in the first. Walter turns it into the center, cleared out of bounds, and Northeastern will do it again. Walter with a long throw in over everybody, but also out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Chiefs. Walter on the far side gets it to Sample. Sample trying to cut it back and does. Right across the 18. Desereau is there, or rather Kavanaugh is there and called for the push. And it'll be Saranac ball off a direct kick. Miskicked into the center, but it's deflected down towards Brown. Brown continues it to the outside. Intended for Van. Van keeps it going for Legree, but it goes too far, and it'll be a Northeastern throw-in. A long throw-in, something is called. I don't know, illegal throw, I guess, and it'll be the Chiefs' ball.
Who said that? Hey, mister. How about you? I was told I couldn't stand there. They throw something at me.
Down the wing headed by Sample, but Cargo is there to dump. Burt's still trying to control and does, and deflects it out of bounds off the Chiefs. And here comes Northeastern again. Headed straight up in the air. Sample doesn't know where it went, and then finally turns on it. Cuts it into the center. Walter can't get there before Cargo dumps it back to midfield. Howard on the far side. Crosses into the center, but nobody there but Trombley, and she easily clears out back to midfield. Walter off of deflection. The Chiefs, Freeman dumps in. And Clark gets it by one. Can't get by Freeman, and Freeman dumps up for Brown.
Hey, Red! Take it in! Go, shoot!
Here come the Chiefs. Brown to the outside. Broken up, and Kavanaugh keeps it going up on the wing. Cargo gets there first and punches it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Headed into the center. Northeastern guilty of standing around a little bit, I think, in the last minute or so. The Chiefs playing very well. And the call goes against Northeastern. It'll be direct kick for the Chiefs down to 3:41 remaining.
That's it. Go, Red. Get the ball in.
Dumped into the center. Clark gets there and clears out. Cargo dumps it right back in again, settled by LaFountain. LaFountain trying to go to the outside. Still controlling a through pass for Sample. Deflects
Back in.
off Mattoon, that is. And she kicks it out. Finally, kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Northeastern. Coming up to 3 minutes remaining in this first half. 2-1 Northeastern. Walter knocked down, and it'll be Northeastern ball. Sample chips high, and it's headed out. And here come the Chiefs. Casey gets there, falls down, and it's cleared. Chambly, I thought, might have been waiting a little too long, but she's got the timing down. She knows what to do. And it finally goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Chiefs. 2:30 remaining. Yeah.
Take this ball, Cougars.
And the ball never came in, so they're going to re-throw it, coming down to 2 minutes remaining in the first.
Turn it. Get your help.
Turned into the center. She gets it right back again. Pangborn. Kavanaugh. A weak pass. Kavanaugh trying to go through again. Pangborn won't give up, and neither will Kavanaugh. Finally out of bounds off. Well, that was off Brown, but it'll be Northeastern ball this time. Kavanaugh off a deflection, gets it right back again. This time it's deflected out of bounds, and it'll be Northeastern throwing. 1:12 remaining. Walter tries to chip it by, can't. Weinberg dumps it in, and Desero keeps it alive. Dutil trying to turn it. Off a deflection to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh through for Walter, and Cargo is there to clear. Under a minute. We're down to 51 seconds remaining. Brown. Again, Brown showing some speed on the near side. That's not Brown, I'm sorry. That is Van. Van on the near side, but with no support. I think that's pretty much the story of the Chiefs. They've had some nice rushes from Van right there, and from Brown a couple, 2-3 rushes. And they just have the one person rushing with no support on the inside. And when they do cross the ball, it's usually a pretty decent cross, but nobody there to accept the cross and do anything with it. And Northeastern easily able to clear up. 10 seconds remaining, and we're going to say here, go out on the limb and say that the first half is going to come to an end with Northeastern leading 2-1. 3-2-1, buzzer sounds, and that's it. Saranac scored first. Drew first blood, the Grief from Howard at the 30-25 mark. At the 30-25 mark, and actually that wasn't the 30-25 mark, that was the 9:35 mark. 9:35 into the game, the Chiefs scored. And at the 18:09 mark, Sample from Walter made it 1-1, and then Desero from Clark at the 25:50 mark made it 2-1 Northeastern, and that's where we stand. We'll be back for the start of the second half. On this chilly night at Northeastern Clinton, the second half just about underway. Cougars with a 2-1 lead. And the Chiefs fired up to try and tie it up. LaFountain broken up, but misplayed. If Nice play by Casey on the near side. Gets the ball to Walter. Walter back to Casey. Casey tries to cross and does for Sample, but Sample can't control. And it's cleared by Mattoon.
Good job, Sheriff. Take it back, Cougar.
Kavanaugh tries to cut it back and does. Kavanaugh keeps it going down the wing for Dutil, but Cargo is there. Cargo still controlling. Back into the center for Brown. Brown leading the pack on the far side. Brown, but again, no support in the center. Brown gets down there. Can't delay long enough to have the rest of her forwards catch up and get into the flow of the play. So a nice run by Alex Brown that goes for nothing with no support from the rest of her offense. Sample gets called for the trip, and it'll be Saranac ball. Into the center, Brown turns it and fires. It would have been wide, but Chantal Cardin comes out to control the ball. Cardin punts out into the center. LaFountain off a deflection, gets it to Casey. Casey left foot's a nice ball down the wing for Walter. Walter has one to beat, gets by. No, she doesn't. Cargo with a great defensive play. Cargo with a great defensive play. Waited to the last second and just simply stuck her foot out and stopped Ashley Walter cold. Chiefs to Brown, and then Brown, Alex Brown. LaFountain to the outside. Wants to cut it through. Brings it back on the right foot and then steps on the ball. Can't get rid of it. Finally crosses it, but it's stopped.
I got a hold on white first.
And it'll be the Chiefs' ball. And it goes for nothing. Miskicked out of bounds. Burtz heads it, or rather Walter heads it past the defense, kicked out of bounds, and we'll do it again.
Let's go! Come on, Red, shot the ball, Red!
Burtz again down the wing, he gets by one, Walter crosses, and Johnson is there to make the stop. LaFountain just scoops the ball past one, but can't get by Wood. Wood to the outside, out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Dutil, and it's out of bounds off the Chiefs for a corner kick.
Be moving!
Sample back out to Desereau, chipped in, but Cargo is there to stop it. Desereau goes outside for Dutil. Dutil tries to turn it, and it's off the Chiefs again. It'll be another corner kick for Northeastern.
Use your heads, Cougars!
The second corner, headed by Walter, but to the near side, and Burtz miskicks out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Chiefs.
We're up, Bert.
Well, Red, put in the air, Red, put in the air, Red!
Walter deflects into the center.
Stay with it!
Casey gets there. Casey can't control, and it's chipped to the outside. Walter gets there, but can't control, and the Chiefs, Legree, pushes back to
Stay with it, Cougars!
Weinberg for control, and Weinberg clears. Weinberg again is there to step up and clear into midfield. Desereau up for LaFountain. LaFountain has Clark and gets it to her. Clark trying to get the shot off and does, and it's just wide. Not a very good goal kick, but Northeastern not in position to take advantage. Now to the outside for Walter. Walter tries to turn it and does, but Cargo is there to stop it. Cargo is there again off a deflection, clears up and out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. 34-25 remaining in the second. 2-1 Northeastern. A long throw-in between the defenders. Walter gets there. This one should go out of bounds and does, and Northeastern will do it again.
Big throw, Ashley!
Walter throws in between the defense again. Sample gets there, can't get the shot off. Broken up. Off a deflection, it goes to Walter. Now back to Casey. Casey crosses, and what a deflection! It deflected off of Mattoon, and the ball again with a little English on it was curving towards the short side, and just hit the post and went out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Northeastern, but the Chiefs dodge a bullet, or Northeastern could have been up 3-1. I think Johnson got her hand on it. Back to LaFountain. LaFountain wanted to just one time that instead of trying to settle it, just one time it. But as it turns out, the Chiefs are able to clear it. Now back to LaFountain off a deflection. Can't get the shot off quick enough, and it's cleared to the far side by Legree. Now Dutil. Dutil takes a shot. Johnson makes the stop. I think Johnson thought she was going to cross it. Dutil hit the ball on the outside, and it was curving into the net when Johnson had to step back to her left to make the stop. Trip is called on the Chiefs, and it'll be a Northeastern ball.
Come on, Cougars! Let's go!
Let's do a hometown
Push
rack,
it, Cougars, push it!
To the far side for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh wants to go down the wing, and she puts it all out of bounds off of Pangborn, and it'll be a Northeastern throw-in. Northeastern substitutions. Margie Fay into the game, and I think that'll do it. I see. I think that's Brandy Bowman ready to come in on the next whistle. Sample lets it go out of bounds and immediately tries to throw it in, but the sub had already reported, so the buzzer sounds, and here comes Bowman.
On Cougars!
Cargo steps up and is able to walk the ball out, but LaFountain off the steal, off a deflection. Who wants it? Bowman into the center, and it's dumped out to the far side. Should go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern.
First to the ball, Cougars!
Bowman wants to go down the wing, does to Dutil. Deflects back to Bowman, and now Sample off a high one, can't get the head on it. And this far side, Kavanaugh lets it go out of bounds, and will throw in quickly down the wing for Dutil. Dutil gets by one. She'll get a cross off, and does. Sample is there, but it's over her head. Walter can't control. Walter tries to get it back. Finally crossed. Fay at the 18. Fay goes back to Burtz for control. And this one should go out of bounds, and does.
Let's go, let's go!
Watch. You just missed Cherokee right there.
Burtz off a deflection, and now this deflects out of bounds off Brown, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern.
They're filming the game. It's going to be on TV.
Come on, Cougars, get to the ball first!
Fay with a high throw-in, headed by Walter, but Cargo is there, and is able to clear out of bounds, and it should be Saranac ball. Chested down by Fay, off deflection to Walter, but Wood is there to clear up. Trombley cuts it right back again. And LaFountain, nice step up, steps between two Saranac players to try and control, but it's finally stopped and cleared. Now Burtz dumps high. Walter keeps it going. Sample wants to get there and try and turn it. Does. Sample with a lot of hustle, finally trying to turn it, but can't. And it's cleared out by Mattoon.
Come on, Cougars!
Burtz in the way of the ball. Deflects it deeper to Walter. Walter to Sample. Dutil gets there, can't get the shot off before it's cleared far side by, I think that is Garbera. I think that's number 16.
Come on, Cougars!
Now Dutil trying to turn it. Finally crosses over for Sample. It gets to Walter. Walter with the shot in, but Johnson right there in the right place at the right time. Johnson following the ball very well, placing herself in a position where she can make the easy stop or make it look easy. Off a deflection, and gets back to LaFountain. LaFountain Goes far side.
Good job, Michelle.
But Carbera is there to clear out of bounds. Down the wing for Dutil. Cargo gets there. Can't keep it in, and it'll be, I guess that deflected off Dutil, and it'll be a Saranac throw-in. 28-20 remaining in the second. 2-1 Northeastern. All goals scored in the first half. Northeastern pretty much in the better of the field position here in the second half. Chiefs having 1 or 2 rushes, but as I was saying before, only 1 Chief player involved in the rush, no support in the center, so pretty easily stopped by Northeastern defense. A little exciting for the crowd to see that player running down the field, but when you look at the rest of the field and the other forwards are at least 10-15 yards away. Clark with the shot that goes wide. There's no way that she has any support and can't cross to anyone, so not really as dangerous as it appeared at the time.
Roll it back, Ashley. Come on, let's push it, Cougars.
LaFountain, nice ball down for Walter. Walter wants to try and cross it, does, and Johnson comes out to make the stop. And Lady Cougars putting in more and more shots. It's only a matter of time, I think, before they finally get the ball behind Johnson. They're getting some awfully good opportunities. Off of the deflection, Walter crosses. It goes far side, and who's offside? Somebody offsides, and it'll be Saranac ball.
Red! Cougars, let's find the back.
Maybe it was a handball. It deflected off Sample. I'll have to say maybe she had her hand up, and I thought it was chested down, but maybe she touched it with her arm. Pushed through for Sample, broken up. Clark gets it right back again, trying to get a shot off. Now gets one through for Walter. Walter trying to turn it, but the defense won't allow her. Finally shot by Bowman, and it goes wide. And again, Northeastern with the pressure inside the box, and the Chiefs dodge a bullet.
Come on, Cougar!
Keep touching your belly.
Make it, Margie!
Punched out. Margie Faye's there. And it's out of bounds off her, and it'll be Saranac ball.
Come on, Red! Push it up, Red! Come on, Cougar!
Gets by Burtz. Desrow pushes into the center, a dangerous pass, and the Chiefs are there to intercept. Now the Chiefs have something going with a little bit of support. Deflects to the far side. Howard is there. Howard up the wing for Pangborn. Howard gets it back, trying to cross, and it goes out of bounds, and it off Northeastern. It'll be a corner kick, and this is how the Chiefs, although it was on the other side of the field, this is how they scored their goal, on a corner kick. This corner is low, and it's stopped by Desiro and kicked right out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. So Saranac with a great opportunity with a corner kick, and it goes for nothing because the kick was a little too low, and Desiro in the right spot to deflect it out of bounds.
First, Cougars!
Birch to LaFountain. LaFountain, a long pass up the wing intended for Dutil, but too far out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Chiefs.
Take it back, Cougars, let's go! Get to it!
Deflects into the center. Faye is there. Faye heads. Pushes a through pass for Sample, but Cargo is there to clear.
Come on, Cougars!
Burtz, nice move to get the ball to Walter. Walter needs to get by one, gets by one. Now if she can beat Cargo, Cargo off her upper part of her chest. Northeastern players wanted a handball call, but not going to get it, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Northeastern substitutions. Boardman is in. Obstruction called. It'll be an indirect kick for Northeastern. There's some other substitutions. We'll have to catch up with them. I think that's Gooley on the far side, and maybe Brenda Bailey also into the game for Northeastern. touched by Burtz and blasted by Trombley. Now that's something different. I thought the ball had to make one full revolution after it was touched. I didn't think it would just be touched. But if anybody knows for sure, send your cards and letters to Calvin Castine in care of Hometown Cable.
Come on, Cougars! Push it, let's go! That's the way!
Chipped into the center. Sample gets there, gets her shot off. It deflects wide, and Johnson comes out and makes the stop.
They want it, Cougars!
Desero keeps it going out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Chiefs. And the Chiefs will do it again.
Get back now!
And the Chiefs keep it in this time. Up for Howard. Howard through for Clark, intercepts. Now Desero. Brown on the far side. Has a little bit more support this time. Tries to cut it back. Clark is there. His shot is finally taken. It would have been, I believe, wide, but Carnan comes out to control. LaFountain dumps high and into the center. Deflected to the far side. Picked up by Pangborn. Now Bailey up for Sample. Sample tries to turn it and does. Bailey keeps it going up for Gooley, but it's too far out of bounds, and it'll be a, I believe, a throw-in for the Chiefs.
Quick, Cougars!
Clark dumps far side, deflected by Sample, but she can't get by Cargo. Fountain switches fields over for Walter, but broken up by Freeman. Defensively, the Chiefs playing very well. A couple of situations where Northeastern had the opportunity, had the shot, but just couldn't get it off. But between Cargo, Freeman, Weinberg, they've played a pretty adequate defense against Northeastern. A good defense against Northeastern. And when needed, Johnson made the stops, and they had a little bit of luck, one off the post. And a couple of opportunities where Northeastern players were left wide open, but just couldn't connect with that solid shot. Brown on the far side. Out of bounds, and Northeastern will throw it in. Desero up for Sample. Again, defense, Cargo playing extremely well, will not allow Sample to make a move and control the ball. Now Clark dumps it right back in again. Clark having a great game. Burt's having a great game. Northeastern playing very, very well defensively and offensively. Scoring 2 goals, but with many opportunities.
Use your heads, Cougars!
Sample out to the 18. Desero gets there, but can't get the shot off. Burtz turns it. It's high. And Johnson with the stop. She made the stop and lost the rebound for a second, but able to regain control. Now up on the far side to Van. Van pushes a pass through, and Trombley pushes it right back again. Now Boardman into the center. Cargo is there and stops and clears. Desero right back. Gooley gets by one. Trying to get by Cargo and can't. Cargo punches it to the outside, finally out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. I think Northeastern's 4th, maybe 5th corner kick of the game. High. Headed. Boardman is there, and she hits wide. Trying to be too perfect instead of just walking in and left footing that shot into the net. She tried to just chip it up into the top part of the net, and she chipped it wide. Walter can't control, but it's off her, out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Chiefs. Headed at the last second by Burtz. It deflects into the center, and Clark right up for Casey. Casey beaten to the ball by Wood. Wood goes far side where it's picked up by Legree. Out of bounds, and it'll be Northeastern ball. 17:20 remaining. And it seems it's getting colder.
Go get it!
Gooley into the center for Walter. Walter, nice heel. And then keeps it going for Boardman. Boardman for Walter. Walter gets by one, gets the chip off. Johnson is there to make the stop. In the center, Desero keeps it going right back to the 18. Sample is there, gets around one, but can't get the shot off before Cargo clears to the far side. Legree out of bounds off her, and it'll be a Northeastern throw-in.
Play hard, Cougars!
Off a deflection to Casey. Casey tries to cross, but Cargo right in the right spot there. There she goes again. Number 12. Jen Cargo having a great game for the Chiefs.
Get it up, get it up, get it up! Cougars, let's push it for another one, let's go!
And Kavanaugh will do it again. That one slipped.
Let's go! There you go.
Sample to LaFountain. It gets too far in front of her. Walter all alone on the near side. If they could have gotten the ball to her. Casey for Burtz. Burtz tries to go through, cutting it back through the center, but got too far in front of her, and the Chiefs able to clear it. Now Burtz again. Burtz with a nice step over move. Goes outside for Walter. Walter deeper into the zone. Tries to cross, but there's Cargo again.
I have a hard time controlling myself. Did you notice?
Sample with the corner. Right through the center. LaFountain is there. Can't get the shot off, and it's cleared out to the far side. If it stays in bounds, it does. And the Chiefs will put it out of bounds, giving Northeastern a throw-in.
I can't get this guy.
Get to the ball, Cougars!
LaFountain intercepts, goes across the 18, a weak shot that deflects in, and it's cleared out by Cargo. Now Burtz back to the inside, switches to the outside, and it's too far. Now Gooley kept it in. I thought it was going to go out of bounds. Far side, Northeastern throw-in again. Cougars would purely love to get an insurance goal here, give them a little bit of breathing room. They've had the opportunities, just unable to put the ball behind Johnson a third time. Burtz, a nice through pass, but Cargo is there, read perfectly and cleared out of bounds.
Good job, Jen! Come on, Cougars!
Come on, Red!
The ball!
Red!
Burtz to Sample. Sample crosses, but Johnson grabs it before it goes out of bounds. Punts out, but it's short. Stopped by Alex Brown. Out for Sarah Brown. Brown up the wing for Howard. Howard keeps it in. Back into the center. And Tremblay is there to clear. Kavanaugh on the far side again. The rushes, the Saranac rushes, that time was a little different. They had 3 players supporting each other, so a little more dangerous, but the other rushes were more more yelling and screaming than danger to Northeastern.
Work the ball, Cougar!
Kavanaugh up the wing, intended for a sample push from behind. It'll be Northeastern ball. Cougars want to put it in play quickly before the Chiefs can get back on defense, and it's a low ball taken by Sample. Sample, a through pass, stopped by Cargo, and here come the Chiefs again. Outside for Desro. Desro down the wing. Chiefs wrestling some of the momentum back away from Northeastern, and LaFountain will have nothing of that. And she pushes a pass intended for a Sample. Headed down by Casey off the clearing attempt, and this one will not go out of bounds. Yes, it will. Burtz lets it go out. Thrown between the defense. LaFountain gets there, keeps it going out for Dutel. Dutel tried to trap, but it got too far in front of her. Brown off of deflection. Burtz deflects it. Now Casey can't control. And Alex Brown pushes through. Howard is there. Howard again all alone up front. And taken easily by Clark. Of course, Amanda Clark, the way she's been playing, makes everything look easy. It'll be Northeastern throwing.
Come on, Cougars!
Off Weinberg. Now LaFountain. LaFountain wants to go up wing, and she does, but it's too far out of bounds.
Come on, White, take it back now. Let's go!
Casey.
Ball,
And Weinberg wins that one. It's dumped deeper into Northeastern territory. I looked down. I'm not sure if Weinberg won that. It looked like she was going to, but maybe Casey kept the ball going for Northeastern. Deeper in the Northeastern zone. Trombley, the last one back. Passes out for Desiro. And Desiro trying to keep it going, taken back by the Chiefs. Chiefs center. And here comes a dangerous play on the near side. Weinberg trying to turn it. Weinberg does get the shot off, but it deflects off Brown. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern.
What in the air, Red! Good job, Heidi! Good job, Hyde!
Deeper into Northeastern's territory. Cougars don't want to mess with this. They want to get the ball out. LaFountain with a nice step up to get it a little deeper, but it's taken back by Freeman. Now Brown with the cross. Chiefs trying to get the shot off. Burtz clears, but it's still in the center. They need to clear it out, and Cardan makes the stop. Ball would have been a little wide, but Cardan not taking any chances. She switches fields to the far side. Kavanaugh's there, but Howard takes it from Kavanaugh. Howard trying to cross it, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern.
Come on, Cougars!
Another low goal kick to the outside, and the trip is called. It'll be Saranac off a direct kick on the far side.
Why'd you give it to White?
Chiefs in a dangerous position. Northeastern does not want to go into overtime. Anything can happen in overtime. And this deflects out of bounds and should be a goal kick for Northeastern.
Pushing for another one!
LaFountain keeps it going up for Dutel. She can't trap it, and it's dumped right back in. Now Walter still trying to control in the center. A through pass for Brassard. Deflects right through into the center, and Cargo is there. Brassard fighting, keeps it going. Cargo wants to turn it to the outside, and she does, and she gave Northeastern a corner kick. She tried to put it out to give Northeastern a throw-in, but unfortunate for Saranac, it'll be a Northeastern corner kick. Northeastern did score their second goal off the corner.
Start moving!
guess they're leaving early. I don't know.
I guess so. The game's not over, you guys.
To the 18. Desro trying to turn it, gets the Brassard. Brassard can't get the shot off a deflection. The shot is taken, and Johnson makes the stop, loses the rebound momentarily, but is able to dive for it. Brown on the near side gets by Burtz. Brassard falls, and it's dangerous play, and it should be Saranac ball.
No, she dove on top of the ball late on it.
Come on, Cougars, be first.
Brassard keeps it going. Cargo gets there. Brassard again off Cargo. Cargo out of position. By far the best defender for Saranac. Brassard out of bounds. It'll be Northeastern throw-in.
Yeah, a lot of holding there, but they don't call it.
Walter gets the cross off, and Johnson is right there. Nobody up front. LaFountain was there, and Dutil on the far side, but neither one close enough to make it dangerous. And here come the Chiefs again. Broken up by Desero, out of bounds, and it should be Saranac throwing. Headed by Desero, up for Dutil, but too far out of bounds, and it'll be another throw-in for the Chiefs. 5.5 minutes remaining. Again, Northeastern would love to get that third goal, that insurance goal, give them so they can breathe a little bit. As it is right now, anything can happen with only one goal difference. A nice pass up for Dutil. Dutil gets by Cargo. If she can get the shot off, she does, and it's just wide. Johnson coming storming out to cut down the angle, forced Dutil to kick the ball before she was ready, and a nice play by Erica Johnson. Johnson, the last one back, had no choice but to come out to try and cut down the angle with Dutil coming in hard. Now Walter trying to turn it, gets it to Casey. Casey changes directions on it, but nobody can get a shot off again. Now Sample on the far side. Headed out now. LaFountain gets the shot off. Johnson is there. The rebound gets away from her, and it's put into the net by Walter, Ashley Walter. Well, Ashley Walter gives Northeastern some breathing space with the third goal of the game. Walter from LaFountain at the 35-45 mark. And that is what Northeastern needed. They needed to get that insurance goal. Now they know that they can play a little more loose because one mistake is not going to hurt them. And the Chiefs know that they need 2 goals to tie and 3 to win in the next 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Broken up, but here come the Chiefs again. Legree on the far side. Out of bounds, and it'll be Saranac throw-in. 3.5 minutes remaining. Misplayed, but Trombley is there to back her up and clear out.
Keep it going, Elise.
LaFountain gets by one. LaFountain has some room on the far side, decides to go up the wing for Sample. And I guess the ball deflected out of bounds. It'll be Saranac throw-in.
Quick to the ball, Cougars.
Howard on the far side. Clark defending. Out of bounds. Northeastern will throw it in. Under 3 minutes. We're down to 2:44 remaining in the second half. It's 3-1 Northeastern.
Another drive, Cougars.
Passed up for Sample. Sample to the outside for Bowman. Bowman broken up by Cargo. And Cargo dumps it right back in, but Desero does the same for Northeastern.
Push it.
Sample off Cargo, and Walter is there. Walter looking for another one, gets the ball over for Brassard. Brassard fires wide.
That's the way to work the ball, Cougars.
Sample chips through. Walter is there, gets the shot off, and Johnson falling makes the stop. Northeastern players, I'm sure saw that Johnson, the Saranac goalie, was having some trouble, a little bit of trouble anyway, with some of the rebounds. And there were 2 or 3 shots that she lost the rebound momentarily and was able to get it back. But on the Walter goal, that's exactly what happened. The shot went in, the original shot went in, and Johnson couldn't maintain control of the rebound, and Walter was there to make no mistake and give Northeastern a 3-1 lead. Down to 1:15 remaining.
Turn it, Alex, turn it!
A nice save by Brown. Brown has some support in the center in Howard, but Clark controls. Brown keeps it going. This one should go out of bounds and does, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Under a minute, 55 seconds remaining.
Be quick, Cougars.
Trumbley out for Walter. Walter tries to turn it, but can't. Or she does. I thought it was going to go out of bounds. Now Casey keeps it going. It stays in and dumped right back in by Freeman. Trombley clears it out with 17 seconds remaining. Brown on the near side wants to try and cross it. Can't. It goes out of bounds, and that should do it. Northeastern can just about let the clock tick off with 6, 5, 4 seconds. And that'll do it. Buzzer sounds, game is over, and Northeastern still undefeated in CVAC play. They go to 12-0 overall and 10-0 in CVAC. But one thing that stopped is their string of shutouts. The Chiefs scored first tonight. McGree from Howard at the 9:35 mark, and a real wake-up call. That was a goal off a corner kick that Northeastern did not look good on. There were several players who could have moved on the ball, and they pretty much just stood there and watched while Saranac scored the first goal of the game. But a wake-up call for Northeastern, and they took charge from then on. Sample at the 18:09 mark from Walter made it 1-1. A beautiful play. Amanda Clark down in the defensive end made a nice move to get the ball up to Walter, who passed through for Sample, and she was in all alone on Johnson and put the ball in to make it 1-1. At the 25-50 mark, Desereau from Clark off a corner kick, and Desereau chested down for control and just lofted a shot over Johnson to make it 2-1 Northeastern. And no scoring until the 35-45 mark of the second half. Walter from LaFountain off a missed rebound, and that was the final 3-1 Northeastern victory. Again, a great victory for Northeastern. Keeps them undefeated. They lead by at least 3 games in the CVAC, and a fine night for Northeastern soccer. That's the way it was this 6th day of October, 1999, at Northeastern Clinton Central School in beautiful downtown Champlain. Northeastern 3, the Saranac Chiefs 1. Thanks for watching Hometown Cable.